What if I told you that the rivalry between two of the greatest footballers in history is not just about goals, trophies, or records, but also about machines worth millions of dollars sitting quietly in their garages? Because when it comes to Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, the competition goes far beyond the football pitch. It extends into a world of extreme luxury, where speed, rarity, and power define status in a completely different way. And once you step into that world, you begin to realize something fascinating. These are not just cars, they are statements. They are symbols of success. They are reflections of two completely different personalities. And by the end of this, you will see exactly how Ronaldo and Messi reveal who they are. Not through interviews, not through goals, but through the cars they choose to own. Now imagine this, a private garage, lights reflecting off polished carbon fiber, engines that sound like thunder waiting to be unleashed. On one side were Cristiano Ronaldo, on the other, Lionel Messi. Same level of wealth, same level of global fame, but completely different approaches to luxury. Let us start with Ronaldo, because when it comes to cars, Ronaldo does not just buy vehicles, he collects legends. One of the most insane machines ever linked to Ronaldo is the Bugatti La Voiture Noire. This is not just a car, this is a one-of-one masterpiece. Only a single unit of this car exists in the entire world. Think about that. Out of billions of people on Earth, only one person can ever own it, and its value is estimated to be around $11 million, making it one of the most expensive cars ever created. The design is aggressive, futuristic, almost unreal. Every curve, every line, every detail screams exclusivity, and this perfectly matches Ronaldo's personality: bold, confident, unapologetically luxurious. But he does not stop there. Ronaldo collection includes another beast, the Bugatti 110. This car is limited to just 10 units worldwide. It pays tribute to the legendary Bugatti EB110, but with modern engineering that pushes boundaries even further. With over 1,500 horsepower, this machine is built for one thing: dominance. And if you think that is enough, it is not. Ronaldo also owns the Bugatti Chiron, a car that has become a symbol of ultimate performance. Top speeds approaching 300 miles per hour, acceleration that feels like breaking reality, and a price tag that most people cannot even comprehend. But here is where it gets interesting. Ronaldo does not just own Bugatti. His garage is filled with Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Rolls-Royce vehicles, McLarens, almost every major luxury brand you can think of. He owns the Ferrari F12 TDF, a track-focused monster. He owns a Lamborghini Aventador, a car that looks like it belongs in a science fiction movie. He owns a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, luxury mixed with power. And every single one of these cars shares one thing in common. They are loud, they are visible, they are designed to be seen. Because Ronaldo is not afraid to show his success. He embraces it, he celebrates it, and his car collection reflects that energy perfectly. Now shift your focus to the other side, Lionel Messi. At first glance, you might expect something similar. After all, Messi is just as successful, just as wealthy, and just as globally recognized. But what you find instead is completely different. Because Messi does not chase attention, he does not need to prove anything. And that changes everything about how he approaches luxury. One of the most talked about cars associated with Messi is the Ferrari 335 S Spider Scaglietti. This is not just a car, this is history. Built in the 1950s, this Ferrari is one of the rarest classic cars ever created. Only 4 units were ever made, and Messi reportedly acquired one for around $30 to $35 million. Let that sink in. That is not just expensive, that is almost unimaginable. But the real value of this car is not speed, it is heritage, it is legacy. It is owning a piece of automotive history that cannot be replicated. And that tells you everything about Messi mindset. While Ronaldo chases modern performance and futuristic design, Messi invests in timeless value. But do not mistake that for simplicity, because Messi Garage still includes some incredible machines. He owns a Pagani Zonda, a car known for its craftsmanship and exclusivity. Every Zonda is unique in its own way, often customized to the owner's specifications. He owns a Maserati Gran Turismo, elegant, refined, understated. He owns a Ferrari F430 Spider, a classic modern supercar. And even his SUVs, like the Range Rover and Audi models, reflect comfort rather than attention. You see the difference now? Ronaldo cars scream, Messi cars whisper. Ronaldo collection is about presence, Messi collection is about meaning. Now here is where the rivalry becomes truly fascinating, because this is not about who has the more expensive car. It is about what those cars represent. Ronaldo represents ambition that wants to be seen, a mindset that celebrates success openly, a personality that thrives on energy, attention, and dominance. Messi represents quiet mastery, a mindset that values depth over display, a personality that does not need noise to prove greatness, and both approaches are powerful in completely different ways. Now imagine this scenario. Ronaldo pulls up in a Bugatti, people stop, phones come out, the moment becomes an event. Now imagine Messi arriving in a classic Ferrari worth 3 times as much. There might be no crowd, no noise, no attention, but those who understand know exactly what they are looking at. That is the difference between visible wealth and hidden wealth, and both exist at the highest level. But here is something even more interesting. Despite all these cars, both Ronaldo and Messi rarely show their full collections. What we see online is only a fraction, because just like billionaires, elite athletes also understand something important. Not everything needs to be seen. Some things are better kept private, and that adds another layer to the story, because behind every public image, there is always a hidden side, a garage you have never seen, a car you did not know existed, a story that has not been told. Now let me ask you something. If you had the money to buy any car in the world, would you choose something loud and futuristic like Ronaldo? Or something rare and timeless like Messi? There is no right answer, because it depends on who you are. And that is exactly what makes this rivalry so powerful. It is not just about football, it is about identity. It is about how two people can reach the same level of success and express it in completely different ways. One chooses visibility, the other chooses subtlety. One builds a collection that turns heads instantly, the other builds a collection that gains respect over time. And both are equally impressive. Now think about this for a second. Millions of fans argue every day about who is better on the pitch. Goals, assists, trophies, records. But very few people look at what happens off the pitch. Very few people realize that even in luxury, even in personal choices, the rivalry continues, just in a different form, a quieter form, a more personal form, and maybe a more revealing form. Because cars do not lie, they reflect taste, they reflect priorities, they reflect mindset. And when you compare Ronaldo and Messi through that lens, you begin to see the real difference, not just as players, but as individuals. And here is something most people never realize. At that level of wealth, the real competition is no longer about who owns more. It is about who owns better. Ronaldo continues to chase the newest, fastest, most extreme machines ever built. Always staying ahead, always pushing limits, always making a statement the moment he arrives. Messi, on the other hand, moves differently, choosing pieces that grow in value over time, cars that collectors fight over, assets that quietly become more powerful with every passing year. One dominates the present, the other secures the future, and that contrast might be the most fascinating rivalry of all. Now here is the final twist. Despite all the millions, all the hypercars, all the rare collections, none of these cars define their greatness, because at the end of the day, what made Ronaldo and Messi legends was not what they drove. It was what they did on the field, the discipline, the sacrifice, the obsession with improvement, the ability to perform under pressure when the entire world was watching. That is what built their legacy. The cars? They are just a reflection of what came after. A reward, a symbol, a glimpse into a life that very few people will ever experience. So the next time you see a headline about Ronaldo buying another Bugatti or Messi owning a historic Ferrari, do not just look at the price, look at the story behind it, because that story tells you far more than the numbers ever could. And maybe, just maybe, it will change the way you see success, wealth, and the choices people make when they finally reach the top.